How fast can a bounty hunter draw? This cowboy's aim is so sharp, it's like he's got built-in lock-on vision. With effortless precision, he shuts down his opponents before they can shut down his opponents before they can even make a move. The cowboy's name is Sam. He serves as a lawman across several states, riding the western frontier year-round, taking on bounty jobs and specializing in hunting down the most dangerous outlaws. He's a true nemesis of crime. The saloon owner, nicknamed Gunpowder, is Sam's target this time. The two men stand face-to-face across the bar, close enough to feel each other's breath, the tension razor-sharp. The henchmen in the saloon reach for their guns to ease the pressure, but before their hands even touch their holsters, they're disarmed and drop. Seeing the situation turn against him, Gunpowder grows uneasy. Figuring he's dead either way, he decides he might as well take a gamble. He pretends to surrender while reaching for a gun hidden beneath the bar. The next second, the patrons rush out the door and bring back the town sheriff, who surrounds the saloon. Sam remains calm, stepping outside at an unhurried pace and identifying himself.
My name is Sam Chisholm. I'm a duly sworn warrant officer of the Circuit Court in Wichita, Kansas.
After the formalities are handled, Sam clears the matter, mounts his horse, and prepares for his next job. A young widow, impressed by Sam's skills, offers her entire savings to hire him to avenge her murdered husband. The bounty target is a capitalist named Bogue. Bogue is a powerful figure who runs mining operations across the West, forcing landowners to sell cheap whenever he sets his sights on their property. Anyone who refuses ends up staring down a barrel. His hands are stained with blood. The widow's husband was killed by Bogue while standing up for others, and the cowardly town sheriff has long since been bought off. With the church burned down and bodies lying in the dirt and no justice in sight, the people of Blackstone are in despair. In just a few weeks, they'll lose their homes. After hearing the widow's story, Sam is deeply moved, and the name Bogue stirs painful memories. Sam takes the job. For justice and for personal reasons, he intends to settle the score. But one man alone can't take down a mining tycoon. Sam decides to recruit several skilled fighters. The first man he seeks is Faraday, whom he briefly encountered earlier in the saloon. At their first meeting, Faraday had helped Sam stop a surprise attack from a drunken patron. It was clear he had a strong sense of loyalty. At the moment, Faraday is in serious trouble. After cheating at cards, he's been dragged into the wilderness by two cowboys. Even after they take his sidearm, he remains calm with guns pointed at him, performing a little trick. He fans out a deck of cards and asks them to pick one.
You know how I like magic. No tricks now.
The trick backfires when he pulls the wrong card and angers the two men. Still unfazed, Faraday produces the King of Hearts from thin air. As they fall for it and lower their guard, Faraday draws a third hidden pistol. After handling the crisis, Faraday heads to a stable. A few days earlier, he lost his horse in a bet to the owner. Today, he intends to get it back without paying a dime. In other words, take it by force. Though small in stature, the stable owner is tough and reaches for his gun. Just as a fight is about to break out, Sam appears and pays out of pocket to redeem Faraday's horse, inviting him to join the bounty team. On the road to Blackstone, the team steadily grows. Sam gives up his pursuit of a Mexican fugitive in exchange for the man's loyalty. Through his connections, he has Faraday recruit a southern sharpshooter named Goodnight. Goodnight brings along a mysterious Asian man named Billy as a bonus. Billy is a master of throwing knives, his skills standing out in a land dominated by fast-draw gunslingers. The team also includes Horn, a legend in the East for hunting Native Americans, and a Comanche warrior skilled with a bow. With that, the team is complete. Though few in number, they are diverse: black, white, Asian, Mexican, and Native, and each is formidable in combat. The group rides straight into Blackstone. Their first goal is to teach Bogue a lesson. Though Bogue himself isn't in town, his men control it. Sam and Billy enter through the main road and are surrounded by armed thugs demanding they surrender their weapons. Meanwhile, the other members of the team step out from different corners of town. The bounty squad has already encircled the place. The exchange is thick with hostility. Sensing trouble, the townsfolk retreat into hiding. The gang leader assumes they're petty criminals and invokes Bogue's name to intimidate them, but hearing that name only sharpens Sam's resolve.
You tell Bogue, if he wants in town, come see me.
Seeing they won't back down, one thug signals the leader, who whistles to summon snipers hidden on the rooftops. The whistle gets no response. Sam anticipated the move.
Let go!
The young Comanche appears with bow drawn, swiftly taking down a thug. The battle ignites. Hands hover over holsters. One thug loses his nerve and draws first, only to be dropped instantly by Sam's lightning-fast shot. Gunfire erupts across town. Each member of the bounty team shows their strengths. The Comanche's arrows strike with deadly accuracy. Horn prefers close combat, overpowering enemies with sheer force. Billy excels with blades, both thrown and in close quarters. Vasquez and Faraday dual-wield pistols, secretly competing over who can take down more enemies. As leader, Sam's quick draw skills are unmatched. His secret is anticipation. In contrast, the sharpshooter Goodnight falters in this fight. He doesn't fire a single shot, and even lets the fleeing gang leader escape on horseback. He appears shaken during the gunfight, clearly haunted by something. In moments, Bogue's professional security force is wiped out, leaving only the cowardly sheriff trembling beneath a building. Sam calls him out and orders him to deliver a message. Tell Bogue to return and settle this in person. The widow steps into the street, calling the townspeople from hiding and revealing that she hired the bounty team. There is only one way to save Blackstone: kill Bogue. Sam tells the townspeople to prepare for battle. In 1 week, Bogue will return with reinforcements. Most of the townsfolk are farmers, used to livestock and soil, not combat. Sam decides to train them, starting the next day. But early the following morning, some residents pack their wagons and flee. Fortunately, others stay, willing to fight for their land. Between training sessions, the bounty team raids a nearby gold mine, freeing captive workers and securing a wagon full of explosives. Meanwhile, the fleeing sheriff delivers Sam's message word for word to Bogue. The ruthless capitalist is furious. 7 men wiped out dozens of his gunmen and seized both town and mine. Enraged, Bogue gathers over 100 men and rides back to Blackstone. To win a battle against overwhelming numbers, the bounty team studies the terrain inside and out, forming a detailed plan. Sam sends the Comanche warrior out as a scout, while the rest prepare with the townspeople. They dig trenches, set sniper positions, plant explosives, and establish kill zones. By day, they work in dust and sweat. By night, they gather in the saloon, finding what little joy they can. After several tense days, the scout returns with news. Bogue and his men arrive tomorrow. That night is sleepless. The town's pastor leads prayers outside the church. Goodnight leaves under cover of darkness. Haunted by the trauma of war, he can't bring himself to fire a gun again. He says goodbye to Sam. Looking at the others, Sam asks if anyone else wants to leave. No one answers. Each of them carries their own sins, and they hope tomorrow's battle might bring redemption. At sunrise, Bogue's forces surround the town. With a command, waves of gunmen charge forward. Horn and Billy lead the first line of defense from the trenches alongside the townspeople. They blast the enemy ranks apart with explosives before opening fire. The second defensive line, led by Faraday and Vasquez, uses the same combination of dynamite and rifles to inflict maximum damage. Any gunmen who break through find themselves trapped in crossfire. Even if aim falters, with enough shooters, someone's bound to hit. Meanwhile, the Comanche warrior moves across rooftops, eliminating gaps in defense with his bow. But Bogue's numbers are overwhelming. The outer defenses collapse. Billy and Horn fall back into the inner perimeter. As more gunmen flood inside, Sam makes a dramatic entrance, riding a black horse through the gate and cutting down isolated enemies. Sam wreaks havoc within the town while Bogue watches safely from outside. Seeing the stalemate, Bogue orders a Gatling gun brought forward, prepared to mow down friend and foe alike. At that moment, Goodnight returns to town and warns everyone.
I got the devil's breath! I got a goddamn Gatling gun!
The townspeople rush indoors. The heavy machine gun's firepower is devastating, pinning defenders down. During a reload pause, Faraday charges out on horseback. Goodnight and Billy provide cover fire from the church rooftop, allowing him to approach the gun. Once reloaded, the Gatling gun turns its fire toward the church. Goodnight and Billy are both shot and fall. Faraday is knocked from his horse before reaching the gun. He advances on foot, step by step under fire, collapsing beside a wagon. He pulls out a cigarette but struggles to light it. The one-eyed gunner approaches, offering him a flame out of respect. After taking a deep drag, Faraday falls. As the one-eyed man turns away, Faraday lifts his head again. The lit cigarette has become a stick of dynamite.
Been lucky with one-eyed jacks.
Silence falls over the town as Bogue enters with his remaining men. 2 bodyguards investigate a strange noise inside a building where Sam has been waiting. Sam walks calmly into the street and locks eyes with Bogue outside the church, accusing him of his crimes. Years ago, Sam's family died in a land dispute, one orchestrated by Bogue. Unrepentant, Bogue attempts to draw his gun. Shot down, he crawls into the church, believing Sam won't kill inside a house of worship. But he underestimates Sam's resolve. Sam wraps a cloth around Bogue's neck, forcing him to pray for the family he destroyed. Bogue pulls a hidden revolver from his boot and fumbles for the hammer, nearly succeeding. The widow appears in the church doorway and avenges her husband herself. In the end, Sam completes the bounty, avenges his family, and rides out of town with Vasquez and the Comanche warrior. The surviving townspeople watch them leave, offering their thanks. In this desperate defense of their land, the bounty team saved Blackstone. Horn, Faraday, Goodnight, and Billy gave their lives for what they believed was right. The townspeople erect gravestones outside town, forever honoring their sacrifice.